Well, we're looking at different conditions across parts of the state, though by tomorrow we'll see pretty much standard conditions across Montana. But the different conditions I'm referring to right now, of course, we're seeing rain-cooled air down in southern and southwestern Montana, and then as you move up to the north and northeast of Montana, really still seeing temperatures cooled off a little bit over the past few minutes, but still close to 80 degrees, mid to upper 70s there. And of course, we've been seeing some rain and thunderstorms and some shower activity down in central to southwestern Montana. Really has acted to cool the atmosphere, especially in areas like Livingston and Bozeman, already down into the 50s. But rain will become pretty standard and pretty widespread as we move into tomorrow and the rest of your weekend. Right now, looking across the radar, seeing quite a bit of lightning down in southwestern Montana, Bozeman, Butte, all the way up into central Montana. Helen and Great Falls seeing some strikes as well. Beginning to see first drops of rain beginning to fall in Helena and Great Falls over the past few minutes. Before that, just moments ago, we did see quite a bit of sunshine shining in Helena, central Montana, and other areas around like Lewistown. But like I mentioned moments ago, we are starting to see some of that shower activity move in, and that will become the story over the next, at least, first part of your week next week and your weekend. But here's a closer look at Butte, Helena, Bozeman, and southwestern Montana. Quite a bit of lightning. We're really the main story across the United States today here in Montana. Not much else going on weather-wise other than the potential for tropical cyclone number 1 forming down in the Gulf of Mexico. Here's what will happen over the next couple of days. We're going to see that moisture continue to flow into central Montana, though not as widespread this afternoon as initially thought earlier in the week, but it's still going to be some moisture around Helena and Great Falls flowing over the divide. Southwestern Montana looks to get a bit of a break throughout tonight into tomorrow, but by the end of tomorrow, won't be much breakage in your moisture. That's the news because graduation is mostly going to be outside in Helena commencement tomorrow. But as we take a look at your future track over to the west, you really start to see quite a bit of moisture over the divide. This is on, of course, tomorrow around 10 a.m. Really start to see your first low pressure system of the weekend, the first of 3 that appeared on some models. Going to move right across central Montana. Pretty much widespread rainfall across central Montana as well. See some strong storms up along the High Line, mainly towards Havre over to Glasgow. But rainfall going to take a tad bit of a break as you move into your Sunday. But I wouldn't hold your breath because that break's pretty much going to be from about midnight to around 6 to 7 a.m. there, give or take a few hours. It may speed up or slow down just a tad bit. But by midday, we will begin to see some of these showers move through Montana, especially in southwestern Montana, Dillon, Livingston, Bozeman. You're going to see pretty significant amount of rainfall through your Sunday. We're going to see that rain continue into next week as we look at your potential for precipitation over the next few days. Quite a bit of rainfall across the whole gauntlet of Montana here. Really seeing rainfall in southeast Montana as well, down towards Miles City, northeast Montana, and then all the way over to the west, of course, on the other side of the divide. The wetter side of the divide, you're going to see rain as well. If we take a look at your future track for precipitation, spreading it out a little bit, quite a bit of moisture over towards Seattle, Portland, Pacific Northwest, even up to Vancouver, seeing decent amounts of rainfall to significant amounts of rainfall as you move further north, and then down to the southeast of the United States, going to see some rainfall even down into the initial portions of your week, but down into the southeast, we're going to see some rainfall later on in the week. Here, though, this is the first of the 3 low pressure systems I was referring to, and we'll see this low pressure system move in a more eastward trajectory right over areas like Great Falls, Helena, and other central areas. This is going to bring some rainfall, as are the next 2. And here's the second one on your Sunday, going to be at the opposite corner of the state, down to the southwest, going to move more in the northeastward trajectory, not exactly northeast, but more northeastward than straight east, if that makes sense. And then Monday, this is the 3rd low pressure system, going to be just out of your weekend on Monday. We'll include it in there. This is going to really split the difference between first 2 low pressure systems we saw. This one's going to move more eastward as well, but a little bit further south than the first low pressure system. Rain with all of these as well, going to be pretty much widespread, though the instability going to be lower. We're going to see some rain going to act to stabilize the atmosphere just a tad bit as we move forward over the next 2 days, but the chance for some instability raising and rising, whatever you want to label that, through the Sunday into Monday actually going to exist as well. So though it's lower, still a chance for some thunderstorms as well tonight. And the evening hours into just when the sun goes down tonight, we want to see that instability rise just a tad bit. Chance for some strong thunderstorms in southwestern Montana, but on through the rest of your week into next week, really seeing some rain as well.